Thank you for joining us on another episode of 420 Grams. And if you've read all the papers today in India, then what every headline has said is that India's World Cup dream is over. हंस मत यार भाई. Come on, bro. एक बात यार, जो ये हेडलाइन लिख रहे हैं और जो आप लोग जो ये छाप रहे हो, कुछ सोच समझ के तो छापो. वर्ल्ड कप ड्रीम इज ओवर. यार वर्ल्ड कप कभी ड्रीम थी? अभी तो हम एशियन कप का सोच रहे हैं.
एंड वर्ल्ड कप ड्रीम इज नॉट ओवर. हम 2030 के वर्ल्ड कप के बारे में अभी भी ड्रीम कर रहे हैं.
वो ड्रीम दूसरी बात है, पर ये वाला जो वर्ल्ड कप है कहां से ड्रीम था? द ड्रीम वाज नेवर टू क्वालिफाई फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप. द ड्रीम वाज ऑलवेज टू मेक श्योर दैट यू मेक इट टू योर सेकंड कंसेक्यूटिव एशियन कप. हैविंग सेड दैट, अब थोड़ी गाड़ी आफ्टर लूजिंग टू ओमान लास्ट नाइट 1-0, अब थोड़ी गाड़ी ना मुझे ना थोड़ी पटरी से बाहर निकलते लग रही है. बिकॉज एज थिंग्स स्टैंड, इशफाक अहमद ऑफ कोर्स जॉइनिंग अस फ्रॉम कोची. इशफाक, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस. बिफोर आई गेट यू इनटू द शो, top two teams qualify for the next round of the World Cup qualifiers, right? And they get a direct automatic entry into the Asian Cup. Number three also gets a direct automatic entry into the Asian Cup, जिसके लिए इंडिया अभी भी is vying for that spot. And other than that,
top two teams don't qualify directly for the World Cup.
No, they don't qualify for the next round of the World Cup.
Yeah.
And of course, direct to the Asian Cup. Number 3 goes direct to the Asian Cup. And 4 best placed teams, number 4, they also qualify for the Asian Cup. तो मतलब अभी अपनी गाड़ी में ना थोड़ी स्टीम है, अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है. तो ये ना पेपर अखबारों से थोड़ा आगे निकलो यार. These headlines don't make any sense whatsoever. Ishfaq, of course, we're joined by Siddhant, and everyone was watching the game last night. The one good thing is this, sir. थोड़ी ना टाइड बदली है कि अगर आपको पसंद नहीं आ रहा जिस तरीके से गेम चल रहा है, तो people are getting affected by it, you know, and that sort of tells you कि एक expectation है. An expectation which has been brought upon by good performances by the team in the past. तो अब वो एक expectation होगी कि अब वो लंबा गेम नहीं खेलना हर बारी कि मतलब बॉल बस मार दो ओपन स्पेस में और भागो. थोड़ा स्ट्रक्चरल प्ले चाहिए. Just overall from that game versus Oman, what was the first thing that you took away?
First of all, I think if जो भी आप बात कर रहे थे, जो ड्रीम नहीं था या ड्रीम था, whether how pragmatic approach we should have towards these big tournaments, especially when there is not the World Cup second round qualification. Actual dream should have been this reaching to the second round. That is where you are more realistic. Can we go one step ahead from the previous thing कि हम लोग second round में qualify करेंगे. Second thing which you said, rightly said, the important part was क्या 2 बार हम लोग रेगुलर ऑन वो होता है ना, हैबिट बनाएंगे continuously qualifying for the Asian Cup. Where we will get our recognition that okay, this is the team which have been regular now on that Asian football map. तो where we नैया कहाँ पे डगमगाई गई, मुझे लगता है बांग्लादेश मैच में. If leave this Oman match, Oman we knew is a very good in football and very strong physically. And जो हमने बांग्लादेश मैच में वो जो अपनी नैया डगमगाई, which we should have won. I don't think Bangladesh team was that great. We were far superior than them. I think somehow रणनीति सिंह ने भी एक कमेंट किया था कि अगर सुनील गोल नहीं कर रहा तो भैया गोल कौन करेगा?
कोच करेगा.
डिफेंड. हाँ, आई विश वो कर सकता था. उसका तो जमाना चला गया. लेकिन बट if you talk about the last night match, I think that the way they played the second half, they should have, because हम लोग को खोने के लिए कुछ नहीं था. खोने के लिए ओमान के पास था. तो the way we start, जब एक गोल हुआ और फिर जो मैच हमने second half में खेला, where we tried to like go forward और वो risks लेने लगे. That first half ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. You could see that first half में वो penalty, then goal, and there were more chances.
So penalty थी.
And honestly speaking, I think penalty was.
Yeah,
there was a penalty.
You've thrown him off.
बॉडी चेक कर रहे हैं आप बंदे को, मतलब अपना पूरा मतलब.
I know why you guys are trying. I know you must have heard people saying that it's not a penalty.
टीवी वाले बोल रहे थे, हमारे प्यारे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स वाले बोल रहे थे पेनल्टी नहीं है. मैंने कहा यार हद हो गई, कहाँ से नहीं है पेनल्टी यार? बंदे को आपने WWE कर दिया वहां पे.
जब वो आपको काट के निकल गया है.
सर पेनल्टी थी और लेकिन ऑफसाइड भी था.
ऑफसाइड भी था.
अब वो दूसरी बात है, वो ठीक है, मान गया आपकी बात.
दोनों चीज थे. Let's be fair here. Like we know that we support
और
Team India.
आपको एक बात बताऊं, वैसे मेरे को लग रहा है जिसने कल मैच काटा है वो स्टेट ब्रॉडकास्टर था, क्योंकि उसने उसके बाद वो ऑफसाइड वाला एंगल एक बारी भी नहीं दिखाया पूरे मैच में. वो फैन दिखाया जा रहा था, फैन पे फैन.
That's
that clear. That's a really bad decision in such level of matches. मुझे लगता है कि वो एक काफी खराब डिसीजन था. ऑफसाइड, whether it's just one arm, one hand, offside is offside. Rule is rule. That's it. For me, foul is foul. Offside is offside. Foul, Rahul Vickers, he lost the balance because of his वो नीचे जा रहा था, उसकी वजह से ओमानी प्लेयर की भी बैलेंस खराब हो गई, वो गिर गया, वो भी, that is also penalty. So let's not take away from, they are two separate decisions, but one is right, one is wrong. Simple. तो कोई बोलेगा कि that's not a penalty, even their players were not surprised. What do you mean? Why should be I surprised? If it's a foul, it's foul. Why should be I say, oh, this is a foul? That's not my job. That's referee's job. So I think that was penalty, but I think the way the second half they played, I thought that was really encouraging. And जैसे आप कह रहे थे कि अभी भी होप है वो थर्ड स्पॉट लेने के लिए, we definitely have, but लेकिन हमें कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी करना पड़ेगा. आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स गोल कौन मारेगा? इफ इट इज नॉट सुनील, we can't just every time tell, like he has been even though responding every time when team turn to him. Lekin we have to have something, some other alternative. People have to step in. If you are playing for a national team, that means you are one of the best in country. If somebody is striker, that means you are one of the best in country. So I think people have to do something about it.
Ishfaq, you said a very nice thing at the start of your answer, which was a pragmatic approach to when you're playing these big tournaments, right? Because before we move ahead with the point I'm trying to make is that अगर आपने एशियन कप के लिए क्वालिफाई नहीं किया ना सर, ये बहुत बड़ा धक्का पड़ेगा आपकी टीम को, जो इतने टाइम से आप उसको कह रहे हो कि प्रिपेयर हो रही है टीम एंड थोड़ा थोड़ा ग्रोथ हो रहा है, तो आप you'll be taking a few steps back for sure by not qualifying for the Asian Cup. A pragmatic approach. I was thinking the same thing last night because yesterday जब वो खेले, वो बने अपने काउंटर अटैकिंग अप्रोच पे आए. वो काउंटर अटैकिंग अप्रोच पे आए, एक लड़के को लंबा रखा है, ओपन स्पेस में उसको बॉल डाला, एंड दैट बॉय, आई एम टेलिंग यू, दैट बॉय इज द फ्यूचर ऑफ दिस कंट्री सर. मनवीर सिंह बहुत प्यारा गेम खेला है उसने. आई फील दिस होल थिंग ऑफ ट्राइंग टू प्लीज एवरीवन बाय कीपिंग द बॉल ऑन द ग्राउंड, सर ये हमारी गेम है नहीं, हमारी गेम है नहीं अभी, हम आप पहुंचे नहीं है, तो हम ये एट अ टाइम यू शुड ट्राई ऑल दीज थिंग्स इन अ फ्रेंडली गेम, राइट? बट जब बात आती है एशियन कप की और वर्ल्ड कप ड्रीम की, तो भाई साहब आप आओ, that one system that works for you best and you employ that system.
Yeah, in fact मैं एक sort of कदम पीछे जाना चाहूँगा, back to what Ishfaq had said about why it's important to qualify for the next round of Asian of qualifying, right? Because that would have given us participation in that round of qualifying against the top 12 teams in Asia. And when we had done a preview to the beginning of our World Cup, India's World Cup qualifying campaign, we had said exactly this कि आप Asian Cup में तो qualify करना must है, उसमें कोई मतलब discussion नहीं होना चाहिए. But if we can go one step further, one step ahead of the last qualifying cycle and make it to the third round of Asian qualifying, then our guys will get the opportunity to play against at least 4 of the top or 5 of the top teams in the continent. Out of that, you would have gotten some teams from West Asia, some teams from the East. So it would have been a good mix and great opportunity. Instead of that, now when these guys are playing that round of qualifying, we'll be looking again for friendlies, and who will we get? Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh.
And I'll tell you, Siddhant, I'll tell you one, like as a coaching point of view, where one thing which मैंने कल ही लिख के रखा था वो, when you told me that we're going to do this show. So,
sir, homework हो रहा है मतलब, क्या बात है.
तो you see, अगर अपनी डिफेंस की बात करें, तो आउट ऑफ जो हमारे 2 सेंटर बैक्स थे, they are not specialist center backs. See, yeah, exactly. So you can see that where, like with the pool of the quality players we have in India, we are not able to find a Sandesh's replacement. When Sandesh was fit, we had to call Anas from his retirement, and and that's really sad. I think somewhere we have to accept it that something is wrong. Maybe why there is not enough center backs coming. Is it like because too many foreigners are playing in India? Is it because enough work on the grassroots is not happening? There must be. See, the midfielders are there, the wingers we are producing. And a lot of coaches say that because right now in I League and even in Indian Super League, most of the Indians play on the wings. Yeah. So what for future? What are we going to do? How to tackle it is the real question. Forget about qualifying for what tournaments we are talking. But right now we don't have a center half. That such a big country, and we are not able to find two center half.
आपने
just one small addition to the point that you've made कि pool हमें पता चल गया है कितना है, ठीक है, उसमें 30 maximum 35 players हैं, ठीक है,
ज़्यादा ही बोल
उनमें भी ज़्यादा बोल रहे हैं, उसमें से जो honestly speaking as of now the way things look, if everyone is fully fit, the playing 11 is quite set, right? 15 maximum 15 हैं जिनमें से आप चॉप एंड चेंज करके खिला रहे हैं डिपेंडिंग ऑन हु द ऑपोजिशन इज. हम इनको भी फिट नहीं रख पा रहे हैं. Injury concerns, injuries that keep coming up, especially in key positions, it's a responsibility not just of the player to maintain his fitness. It's also the responsibility of everyone in this system to make sure that that person is being trained right, eating right, resting right, recovering right, monitored, right? Especially when you know that you have these 2-3 guys who you cannot replace.
That's a very good point, because कल टीवी पे फिल ब्राउन था. अब वो हैदराबाद का कोच है और उसका प्लेयर गया वहां पे हैमस्ट्रिंग पकड़ के. अगर आप फिल ब्राउन से इन 2 मैच से पहले पूछते, सर हमने जब शो किए थे मैंने कहा था अगर आदिल खान को एस्ट्रो टर्फ पे खिलाना है तो मैं बिल्कुल चांस ना लूं क्योंकि हैमस्ट्रिंग गया हुआ है, वहां पे मसल जाने का बिल्कुल चांस है. पूरे 90 खेला है और उसके बाद अगले मैच में यहाँ पे हैमस्ट्रिंग लेके चला है. अब फिल ब्राउन को जब उन्होंने पूछा टीवी पे, he gave of course very politically correct answer because you don't want to go against the system or you don't want to say ये क्या कर रहा है. But sir as a coach उस टाइम, और ये वर्ल्ड फुटबॉल में हर जगह आप देखते हो जहां क्लब फुटबॉल में और इंटरनेशनल मैनेजर्स के बीच में थोड़ी भड़स होती है कि ये क्या कर रहा है, मेरे प्लेयर को क्यों इतना चला रहा है, एंड द सेम गोज फॉर लाइक व्हाट ही सेड अबाउट पूल राइट नाउ ना. आपने यहां पे बोला कि यू टच्ड अपॉन फॉरेनर्स. अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं एंड यू सीन द गेम वेरी क्लोजली, दैट इज द ISL, अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि अभी क्या सर 5 फॉरेनर्स हैं प्लेइंग 11 जी, अगर मैं एक हटा दूं, राइट, व्हिच मींस वन मोर इंडियन कम्स इन, विल द क्वालिटी ड्रॉप इशफाक फ्रॉम अ प्रोडक्ट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू? क्योंकि अभी आप वो स्टेज में हो, यू आर स्टिल ट्राइंग टू फाइंड पीपल टू अट्रैक्ट योर लीग.
Let me give you one fact here. Like if the teams have to play AFC Cup or Champions League, you can only play 4 foreigners. So then what?
And
because anyways teams
that also includes one Asian, right? So 3+1, right? Asian competitions.
Asian rule is still there. I'm not sure about it.
Okay.
But I think there is around 3 to 4 foreigners you can play. Yeah. That's what your AFC says. And one of the reason behind of this move is like that they want their local talent in every country to get like the opportunity to come up. But having said that, I think we definitely need more competitions where a top Indian player, like when it comes to the fitness also, a top Indian players is even, let's take the example of Sunil Chhetri. Most of the time he plays all the matches, whether it's for country or for club. So ask him, he won't be, मुझे नहीं लगता कि 25-30 मैचेस से ज्यादा वो खेलता होगा. Whereas like a minimum of 45 matches each player should play. So we are somewhere technically कहीं ना तो कहीं कुछ तो गलत हो रहा है. So that affects on the fitness, like match fitness and the regular fitness which we do, उसमें जमीन आसमान की फर्क होती है. मतलब एक फिट जो हम लोग इंडिविजुअली करते हैं, जो अर्जुन जिम में करता है, that's just breathe well.
रसमलाई निकालो वर्कआउट.
Yeah. And when like you guys also play sometimes 5-a-side or 7-a-side, and I'm not saying trying to downgrade you. I know you have been playing football from long, but you can see that match running and and individually on treadmill or just individually in ground is completely two different
Yeah,
things.
totally.
So for Indian players, which is really unfortunate right now, a top Indian player is only playing 25-30 matches.
तो
जो कि
ये थोड़ा थोड़ा और समझाएंगे इस बारे में इशफाक कि नॉर्मली टू अ ले पर्सन जिसको समझ नहीं है ज़्यादा स्पोर्ट की, या हम लोग हो गए जो साइंस नहीं समझते हैं इतना, हमारे हिसाब से लगेगा कि यार अगर साल में आप सिर्फ 20-25 मैचेस खेल रहे हैं तो ऐसा होना चाहिए कि आप ज़्यादा फिट रहे हैं. आप 40-50 खेल रहे हैं तो आपकी बॉडी में ज़्यादा वेयर एंड टेयर होगा. तो ये इसमें थोड़ा इफ़ यू कैन जस्ट एलैबोरेट अ बिट.
What happens for athlete like basically after 7 days you start losing your fitness. तो हम लोग 6 महीने घर होते हैं, 6 महीने कंपटीशन पीरियड, उसमें 3 महीने खेलते हैं. अगर आप क्वालिफाई करेंगे तो दो मैच या तीन मैच एक्स्ट्रा मिलेंगे और फिर से फाइनल मिलेगा, या फिर अगर AFC इफ यू आर लकी वन ऑफ द टीम AFC कप मिलेगा जिसमें 3 मैच होते हैं या 6 मैच होते हैं होम एंड अवे बेस में. टोटल मिला के मैं बोलता हूँ चलो अगर कोई बंदा लकी हो 30-32 मैच उसको मिल
सुपर कप भी हो गया ना, 3 मैच,
3 मैच लगा के 35 मैच हो गए. फिर भी समवेयर यू आर 10 मैच शॉर्ट स्टिल. तो वो अगर किसी आम आदमी को समझाना होता है तो फुटबॉलर मैच खेलने से फिट रहता है. लाइक in football you bring your match fitness is different and normal fitness is different. Match fitness where your sharpness where your quickness gets more tested and you improve. In individual fitness those things you won't be checking them and you don't require them. You require certain things in match only, which not only the fitness, your mental health plus your decision making, which you only can get only improve while playing.
Speed of decision
making is the huge, exactly, decision making is the huge thing, like in football, which comes in the like when we say when somebody starts the match after 2 months and all that, we say he's lacking match fitness. Not only match fitness, that sharpness is not there. What do you mean by sharpness? Those decisions are not right that time. So once he starts playing couple of matches and 2-3 matches and they develop, and plus the confidence is very important. When you play regularly the nearly 35-40 matches in a year, आपको जो आप गलती करते हैं, and modern football में we have like a lot of these video meetings. We show you and next match you know. अब अगर 3 मैच में क्या कोई बेचारा 4 मैच ही मिले उसको, दूसरे प्लेयर को 4 मैच मिले, क्योंकि कोच हैव टू रोटेट द स्क्वाड आल्सो, तो वो लोग इंप्रूव क्या करेंगे और मैच फिटनेस कहां से लाएंगे?
So very quickly, just going to touch upon the game in particular. I thought the second half, for me, the second half the team played really well. Why? Because I thought there was intent and you could see वो थोड़ा ना डर ओमानी में बैठा हुआ था कि मतलब टीम यहाँ पे चढ़ रही है. और सब मेरे हिसाब से ये जो स्टाइल है, जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने सेकंड हाफ में खेला है, एक बंदा आगे एक बंदा चैनल में आके बॉल लेता है, टच करके फिर बॉल शिफ्ट हो रहा है, एंड देयर वाज प्रिसिजन इन द वे दे वर पासिंग. आई थॉट दैट वाज अ रियली गुड परफॉर्मेंस. सो एनीवन हु इज वाचिंग दिस गेम और एनीवन हु इज वॉच्ड दिस गेम, डोंट गेट सो डिसअपॉइंटेड, बिकॉज आई थॉट देयर इज मच मोर यू विल लर्न फ्रॉम दिस गेम एज अपोज्ड टू प्लेइंग वर्सेस अ कतर, बांग्लादेश और अफगानिस्तान, बिकॉज यू हैव टेकन द गेम टू द ऑपोजिशन अवे फ्रॉम होम. तो इससे आप सीखने को बहुत मिलने वाला है.
Totally. If you see the second half, we played in their half. Which is a good thing. Like which after losing when we were down with 1-0, which is how a team should respond. So that was really good to see. We were ready to take the risk and go. You know, like people, those searching runs by Udanta and Ashik from the wings, which was good. You know, I felt that final delivery was not that great. That was little bit missing. अगर वो मिल जाता तो maybe you know like Sunil and all, they would have got more service in the box. I think that's where we you know like actually sums up the whole story, which at the end the stat says that we hardly had any shot on the target.
What's wrong with Sunil?
It comes back to what you said earlier, because like the final, what you do in the final third, same for the defenders. What the defenders are doing in the box, the decisions they are making, their sureness on their feet while we're talking about conceding that penalty, right? all of these things get better only with playing more, right?
True.
So yeah, and if our strength is these guys, because Ashik and Udanta are regulars for their club sides as well, and they are among the same in the same category who are playing 30-35 matches in a year. They are your strongest players today. Then I मतलब जाहिर है कि strategy वही होनी चाहिए ना. उनको आप बॉल खिलाओ जितना खिला सकते हो. And especially when the other team is sort of under. और second half में वो गलती कर रहे थे, वो अपने half में ball possession lose कर रहे थे. India was pushing and I think 60-40 के आसपास होगा उस time.
One more good thing right now, which actually can play in favor of Indian team is like all these three guys up front are playing for one club.
Yeah.
So they are playing mainly whole year together, whether it's for club or the country. And I think we should like that. That's your anyways the strongest lineup. And I think you are right. Like let's play more. They should see the ball more and maybe and hope that Sunil should get more service in the box.
Ishfaq, what is up with Sunil? Because okay, look, a lot of people are saying that ever since he started playing under Steammatch and his team, it's not working, and it's pretty clear that this is not the Sunil we've seen in the past. Sir, कुछ तो है, and जहाँ पे आप कह सकते हो एक होता है कि ना system is not working for a player, ठीक है, पर वो एक part होता है. Some part of that responsibility rests on the player as well. वो कलर में लग नहीं रहा है.
Nay, then you will if you will say, then you will, if you see his club matches, you might say the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's all about the service. I think Sunil is a person where he needs a service, like at least in the box right now. His age, he's not that quick now, but he has the experience and he can score goals. If you ask him every time to drop behind, you see so many times he's chasing balls and everything way big, back in deep. And I don't think if he's our number 9, he's our main scorer. I honestly feel bad for him because he's not getting that much of service what he requires. Like every time you can't give him by a cross, तो उसी पे goal मारना है. Yeah, because that's a lot of pressure. Like even if you see top players of the world, like it doesn't work like that. Maybe 5-6 cross मिले, उन्होंने एक goal दागा उसमें, and you are asking our captain here that भाई एक ही क्रॉस आएगा, उसी पे आपको पोजीशन सब कुछ 4 डिफेंडर है, उसी में गोल मारना है. So give him little bit space, give him, like we need service. Unfortunately, in the last match we hardly had anything. There were a couple of good moves in first half also, but
Final ball.
Final ball was not that great.
Yeah.
They had to struggle, and we need to commit more men sometimes. Like I think कभी-कभी ज़्यादा ही लग रहा था 3 प्लेयर के बीच में एक प्लेयर होता था वहाँ पे.
जनाब फिर बताओ सर, वर्ल्ड कप ड्रीम नहीं, एशियन कप ड्रीम क्या लग रहा है?
यार लग तो यही रहा है कि जो एक्चुअली बिल्कुल
बांग्लादेश, ओमान,
हाँ
सॉरी कतर.
So again, going back to before the qualifying started, the hope was for 6 or 7 points from the first 4 games, first 5
True.
games, right?
And you got
I think we have 3. We lost the points in the Bangladesh game and in the Afghanistan game.
Yeah, and we gained one in Qatar.
We gained 1 point with that draw in Qatar, so that balanced out a little bit to some extent, and it's a positive. Yeah, I think both the performances against Oman have been positive. The performance against Qatar undoubtedly a positive.
Yeah.
But against the teams that are in sort of our bracket is where we are not being able to sort of break out of the shell, push forward, use our strengths and capitalize. And we have one tough game coming up against Qatar, but after that there's Bangladesh and Afghanistan, and it's absolutely essential that we take 6 points from those 2 games and seal the
6 point is भाई ड्रीमिंग, बिकॉज यहाँ पे 6 पॉइंट की बात है, मतलब आपको गोल मारना है.
Afghanistan, we should definitely go all out and get 3 points.
घर पे खेल
Because
रहे हैं,
that's
ठीक
our
है.
home match. And since we have nothing to lose, we should definitely go with a positive mind when we are playing against Bangladesh. I don't think Bangladesh team is that great. I don't think they are physically strong. I think we are much better off than them physically as well. I think there is no reason why we should not aim for 6 points. But even if we get 4 points, 3 points from home and 1 from away, we will be most probably there then. The third.
That should still take care of Asian Cup qualifying. So by no means is the Asian Cup dream out of the window. 2023 China, India should be, and if we manage to build on the performance that we've put in so far.
If we finish on 7 or 8 points, I personally feel, and if it सोने पे सुहागा हो जाएगा, we finish 9 and 10, then we will definitely qualify for Asia Cup.
The unfortunate reality is that the next round of Asian World Cup qualifying we're out of.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, I mean, it may be still a mathematical possibility, but in real terms, उस दौड़ से तो हम बाहर हैं. But ठीक है, चलो, everything doesn't always go according to plan. You know.
I just feel
now you are dependent. Now problem is you are dependent on
other people's results. Yeah.
So I just feel from this campaign A, if you compare it to the last campaign, जो World Cup qualifying campaign, this has been a marked improvement from that last campaign. वो campaign में तो सर वो पुरानी वाली फुटबॉल चल रही थी कि मतलब जा रहे हो, पता नहीं क्या खेल रहे हो और आ रहे हो. इस campaign में you can see that. Look, I think we need to realize one thing, that India will not be dominating for 90 minutes. In a 90-minute game, you will probably have 15 minutes total, I'm saying, 15 minutes of play where you're taking it to the opposition when you're playing against Oman or a Qatar. 15-20 minutes max, right? It's the Bangladesh and Afghanistan, like Renedy said, जब अपने को gear बदलना होता है, उसमें problem आ रही है.
मुझे लगता है उसमें हम लोग, we are too eager to score too quickly with them and all that. If you recall the Bangladesh match, it was like everybody running, not keeping. We are superior. We have the better players than them. We should have that ball position and be patient sometimes.
Yeah, composure, like आराम से.
That's why I at the beginning said, अगर आप बात करना चाहते हो वो match के लिए. The one match which I didn't like was the Bangladesh match, honestly speaking. The rest of the matches, if you see, they showed even if yesterday's match in second half, I thought it was really good to see, we playing in their half. How many times you have seen Indian team playing in opponent's
and in that
half,
atmosphere.
Absolutely, and that too when the other team is, like a really good, like Oman's team, and we played in their half, and that was good. Now the only thing is like we are assuming यहाँ पे इतने points लेंगे, लेकिन भैया खेलना है और गोल भी करना है.
पर वैसे दूर है, अभी तो मार्च में हो रहा है, उसके बीच में आपका पूरा सीजन चलेगा. तो 18 से 20 मुकाबले तो खेल ही लेंगे हमारे लड़के तब तक. तो
नहीं, hopefully more people, pool भी थोड़ा बहुत बड़ा हो जाए, क्या पता कोई एक दो player और उभर के आ जाए, you never know. So that's there also.
ठीक है, I think.
I mean, there is of course the elephant in the room, which is conversations and hashtags on Twitter about the coach. But we won't get into that conversation today because it's too early to be that reactionary or that reactive, I think.
Okay.
So we'll get into that conversation in any case once this process of qualifying is over. Ishfaq also opened the door for very interesting VAR conversation because essentially it's become like अलग-अलग sport खेल रहे हैं हम. जहाँ पे VAR है वहाँ पे एक अलग football है और जहाँ VAR नहीं है वहाँ अलग football है. Because these mistakes have been eliminated completely in games where.
लेकिन VAR में भी वो penalty आती.
नहीं पेनल्टी की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं.
सर मैं तो मतलब हाफ टाइम के टाइम मैं अपना डिनर खा रहा था, उन्होंने बोला, मैंने कहा भाई क्या बात है, और दोनों साथ में एग्री कर रहे हैं.
वो 3-4 बार बोला है उन्होंने, सॉफ्ट पेनल्टी ये वो
पांचा भाई ये पेनल्टी है.
टेक द गाय आउट एंड इट्स नॉट अ पेनल्टी. एनीवे
तो शुरुआत पेनल्टी से करी थी, एंड भी पेनल्टी से करी. इशफाक, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस and all the very best for the resuming of the ISL campaign with Kerala. Bhai, as always, a pleasure. Guys, India is not going to the World Cup. Boo-hoo. Okay? Live with that. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.